I wanted to share more dreams that I've had over the past like 2 weeks, I guess. Some of them have been pretty wild. Nothing like scary or, anything that's like traumatizing, I guess. Um, More so like, I don't know, just weird, I want to say. Um, I had one where there was like a cow in my house and I was cooking something. I don't know what I was cooking or what I was doing, but there was like a cow in my house. I was cooking food or whatever, and for some reason, um, I think that dream just ended. And like another night, I had a dream where I was in my uh like I was younger, but I was in my parents' house, and um there were like snakes everywhere, like all different kinds of like snakes, all different sizes, and there was like water like flooding, um not well, yeah, there was like water flooding everywhere, and there were like just there were like snakes on the floor, there were snakes on like um hanging down from like rails, and they would like bite me. um and I remember like feeling pain and like seeing blood and stuff. um but none of them seemed to be like venomous or whatever. And like I opened up like the back door of my parents' house, and there were like snakes hanging off of the roof and hanging on the rails of the porch. And uh, there were there was like water, and there were like a ton of snakes in the water, and there were like I guess alligators in the water also for some reason. And I had to like go, like somehow I like ended up off the steps, and I was like on the ground, and the water came up to like my, I don't know, maybe my like a few inches above my ankles, I'm gonna say, whatever part of the leg that is. um and there were like all these snakes hanging off, and I had to like, there was some other guy there too. I don't know who it was, but there was like some other guy there, and he like jumped up, and uh because he was trying to like get inside, and I was trying to get inside also. And he like jumped up first and like got in, and then I jumped up and got in, and I got like bit by all these snakes or whatever. And then there was like two humongous snakes in the house, and this guy that was, I don't know, he spoke with like an accent from where, I don't know, like where he was from, but he was dressed in like some kind of police uniform or whatever. And he like took the two biggest snakes and like put them inside of a container and did something with them. I don't know what. Um, and I like called my dad over for something to tell him what I had seen outside. And then um, for some reason, there was also a cow in the house. I don't know why. There was like a full grown cow in the house. I have no clue why. Um, what other fucked up dreams have I had? Uh, like, hmm, there was a one I had last night. Um, I fell asleep on my stomach, because it's like the most comfortable position for me to sleep in right now is like my stomach. So I just remember I was watching something and I fell asleep on my stomach, and um I was I ended up being in some kind of, it looked like a giant shopping mall, like a huge ass shopping mall. And like there were other people around me, and I had to end up like opening, because like people were trying to build like forts or something, or um they were like trying to build little like engines. But this was also like I was in, it really seemed like some kind of like video game, because there was some kind of like UI system, like a little menu to like pop up. So there were people in these suits, and they had to or it looked like they were building some type of uh I want to say maybe like engines or something, but they look like giant like air conditioner units that are like on top of a building. And all of these engines, I don't know like what they did, um but like on my UI system I had like this thing where I had to like open up a portal for what, I have no clue, but I had to like find a place to like open up a portal, and then um I had to like select what I wanted, and there was like someone there. I don't know who they were, but there was like someone there. Oops. Um anyway, I had to like open up this portal, and I had to like select something in the UI system, and there was like someone behind me. I think it was a girl behind me maybe. Um and she was like telling me to do something in the UI system, but I like remember like there were suits that people could buy, um and they were like, I want to say they were like, they kind of look like suits from like Death Stranding. I've never played that game, but I've seen like gameplay of it. Or like I want to say like had like some of them had on, it looked like hazmat suits, maybe like the suits from like Monsters Inc. Um and they had like hoses attached to them or something, and there was like this like giant blocky robot thing with like a bunch of arms on it, and it was like destroying everything, and it would like, I don't know, it would like shoot something at people, and it had like maybe, I'm going to say like radiation damage or something, cuz it would like burn them very badly. And the suits were like supposed to protect against that. But for some reason, like before the people could purchase suits, or at least from what this girl was telling me, like she was like, you have to uh, buy voids or something. So, and like a void was like a like engine to generate something, and you would buy the suits and like hook it up to the void, and the void was like this ball thing, um kind of like how the balls in Portal look, sort of like in Portal or Portal 2. I don't know, one of those two have like balls. Um, the Aperture Science balls or whatever, it kind of looked like that. And you had to like purchase, you had to like buy voids or whatever, and like I could not, like I would like buy my void, but then it would just go flying off to like somewhere else and I couldn't like get it, so I would have to end up buying another one. And eventually I ended up buying so many of them that I didn't have like money left in the game or wherever I was at. I'm guessing it was some type of game. That I ended up um not having like enough money for like a suit, so I could only purchase money for like some like parts or pieces of a suit, but I was never actually able to like um do like buy any of that either, to like put it on, because it just would like I would go and I would like click on the menu and click to buy something, or not click on it but like press on it with like my finger, because it was very weird. Like you had to like open up this portal and then this like menu would like come out, and um it had to be on like a surface. So you know how like in like shopping malls, like there's pillars that are up to like, support the ceiling and shit. So I would go up to one of the pillars and it had like this little system where if you didn't open up a, or if you weren't in the right space, then it wouldn't let you open up a system. And I was like trying to get in that right space, because they would either be red or green, and red you couldn't open up and green you could. And then there was like some other lady there or something, because there was a lady behind me talking, telling me what to do or whatever. Eventually I lost her. I don't know what happened to her, but there was a lady there talking, or a lady there, and she was like laughing, like taunting me. And because I couldn't like get my actual portal open up to go into the menu. Oh, eventually I did, and I ended up being like on some other part of wherever I was, because I had like went through a portal when I started having the dream, and like everything around me was like I already had like everything built. And it was like I had to go to like a different section or whatever to build over there to stop the whatever kind of alien robot thing that was there destroying the place, and other people were also doing it too. But I could never get any of my, because every time I would try and buy a void, it would just like fly off. Like it just like came out of the portal and it just like flew in the air to some other place, and I could never actually catch it. And then I just kept opening up portals in different places to try and avoid getting hit by this robot alien thing. And I ended up, you know how, like in, uh, I guess, like closed doors, like they have the little like cubby holes that they would put like pants in or whatever. Well, I like went to like one of those and I like opened up a portal, but this time like a guy was sitting there and he was like at his desk, and he was telling me something, but I don't fucking remember what he said. And I was just like trying to buy a portal, and or trying to buy a suit for a suit that I could connect to like a void, um but I never could. And um he was like telling me like whatever, And then I finally saw like how many like funds that I had, and like the funds that I had were like not enough, so I just ended up like not buying anything, and then everything closed, and I like walk around, and there were like people that had died laying there, and for some reason there was like two people like fucking on the floor for whatever reason. um and then I go out into kind of what looked like an outside of the place, kind of looked like if you were walking in a like parking garage, and you could see like, like parking garage, like an, I don't know, not like an indoor parking garage, but like a parking garage like has levels up to it, and you could see like the outside of the city or wherever from the parking garage, but there was like water everywhere, and like things went from being like blocky shaped to seeming way more like realistic, and there was just water pouring down, like flooding, and somehow the water was like building up inside the parking garage or wherever I was, and it didn't like spill over outside. It just kept like building up. So I had to run into another section of the building, and for some reason I saw Jason Statham there. I don't know why. He said something, I don't remember what it was. Um and then like all this water just kept like pouring, and I tried to like open up a portal, because like you could like shoot not shoot, but you could, it was like I had to like take my hands like this and like open up um a portal like that, and then this little like UI menu would like pop up, but also you could like open up a portal and like go to like other places, and that's what I was trying to do to like escape, but I couldn't when the water was like um filling up. So I had to go to another spot, and he said something, and there was another lady there, and she was like, "We're all gonna die," or something like that. And then I just woke up, and that was the dream that I had last night. Um, I feel like there's another one that I'm forgetting though that I had. I can't really remember it right now. Um, oh well, maybe I'll like remember it later on. Or maybe if I just forgot it, then that's not really like that important. I just like to have the ability to like talk about my dreams and like record them, because in the past like I've had dreams that were like super fucking realistic, and then I'm like, I'm just not gonna think about it. It's just gonna go away, and then I'll find myself like in that same situation with the same things happening that happened inside of the dream, and it's like freaky. Like someone just set up some type of, I don't know, programming, put me in like a simulation, and like I had to like play that shit out, and it's so fucking annoying whenever I feel that way, because in that like up until that moment I don't remember anything about the dream, and then I'm like remembering like, oh yeah, I had like a dream about that. um and I've had like cases in the past where I'm like trying to figure out like how to make that stop, or if like I remember that there was like a super bad ending to a dream, then I would try and like alter something so it wouldn't play out the same way. And I mean, it's like hit or miss with that. Like sometimes the same things happen that they happened in the dream. It's just really fucking weird that it's like that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll remember whatever that other dream was. Anyway, if any of you could, keep up with that or understand anything that I was saying, you know, kudos to you. Um, give the video a like, subscribe. See you guys later.